Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get through that new Crocos challenge dungeon fairly easily. If you follow these steps, you shouldn't have much problem completing this dungeon and getting the mummy boss thing and everything else you're wanting in here. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and tap that like button, smash the subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Let's get started. Before going in, make sure to grab these two quests because you're going to want them when you're in this dungeon, or at least when you're completing the dungeon. There is no best class to run this dungeon, however, I would recommend having a healer in your party because that does help immensely. Now when you first get in, make sure to clear these four people, or well, not people, but these four enemies right here. You can tap this right here, and you're going to need to get across this fast. You're going to be hearing a timer going down, and you need to get all the way across here before the time runs out. At this point, you can then tap that. If you didn't tap that thing over there, you're going to need to tap this again so you can get back across there. Next, you can go into this little area right here where you're going to be going all the way over to there. And this is a little bit easier said than done, especially when you get slowed down. And you're going to be traversing all the way over to here. And tapping this thing right here, dropping down here, and interacting with that. This will open up the gate, at which point you can then tap this once again and get across here. You will need to interact with the thing that's down there, so you're going to need to activate these things. Make sure all of your team is in this room before you interact with this thing right here. And you're going to want your full team probably in the center right here where you can just take out all of the enemies. It helps if you do have a class that takes multiple targets, that hits multiple targets. That one over there is always tricky because you never know which one is going to give way, so... Now right here in this room, you could drop right down here, and if you head this direction, you're going to find an opening right here. If you head through here, you can head up here, and you're going to be in the secret area. You're going to find the mummy tomb right here. You can interact with that, which will then cause the sneak to appear. He actually looks pretty cool. Look at that. Of course, he's a very powerful thing. You definitely cannot take him on by yourself, but you will find that the water here slowly rises. At this point, you will then need to kill him. To make this easier, you're going to want major gill or minor gill potions, which you can use during this fight. Now the minor gill gives you 20 seconds where the major gives you 1 minute. This will help you breathe underwater and take out your opponent without having to worry about running out of oxygen. Upon defeating him, tap the tomb again. Don't leave this area until you have tapped the tomb again. At this point, you will then be taking on the boss. To make this battle a little bit easier, you can use buffs like the Slice of Dark Cake, as well as any fish food that you might have. Honestly, you could use the fish food right at the beginning of the dungeon, and if you have a lot of this stuff, you can just use it right at the beginning of the dungeon and keep using it when you need it. When you see the debris fall, you can move into this position right here. You're going to be seeing oxygen bubbles coming out of the ground. If you stand on those oxygen bubbles, and you're going to be having this thing you've got to kill right here, so take those out. This will then bring the water back down. You can also take out the fish. Make sure to keep an eye out for those little red circles on the ground, because when those water spouts take off, you will be obliterated. This dungeon is super fun, especially if you have a good team. And if you did it right, you're going to be having 2 chests. Now, the Exalted chest also has a chance of dropping a rare pet. Or at least I believe it comes from that. You will also be getting pieces of the Keeper of Water armor set, and this includes some alt armor pieces. You will also be getting the Arrow Snake Scepter. Now, this thing is a scaled one. You will also be getting the Crocos Champion title and the Keeper of Water title by these consumable things that you'll be getting. But there you go. I hope this guide helps you guys out there. Big thanks to everybody who helped me with this video and this information. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and keep those swords swinging.